Welcome back. San Diego Foundation has been connecting people who care to causes that matter for more than 50 years, and in that time has supported nonprofits with nearly $2 billion in grants. The foundation has just announced another round of Unity grants to 3 local organizations, one of which is Lifeline Community Services. And their CEO, Lisette joins us today, along with Pamela Gray-Payton from San Diego Foundation, to talk about how this fund is helping ensure critical support is reaching San Diegans without interruption. So important, the continuity of what it is that you've done, Pamela, through all of these years. So tell us, for people that may not know, just a little bit about San Diego Foundation. I mentioned 50 years. What have you done through all those years?
Well, for the past 50 years, the San Diego Foundation has been connecting people who care in our region to causes and organizations that are on the ground serving our community, folks who are most in need.
Right, and it's an ongoing concern with multiple partners in the community that you've done this with for all of those years, right?
Yeah, over the years, we've served hundreds of thousands of San Diegans with grants to nonprofits that are providing services from housing to mental health to education support, just a wide range of different needs that we're able to support through the nonprofit community. There are thousands of wonderful nonprofits in San Diego, Lifeline Community Services being one of those that's really addressing the needs of our community in the north part of our county. But over the last 50 years, we've partnered with hundreds of nonprofits in our region.
And the hard reality is that these agencies are hard hit by budget cuts, by federal funding, by all of these things that impact their operations. That's where you step in, right?
Exactly. In the last year and a half, things have changed tremendously for the nonprofit sector. A lot of our organizations depended on grants from both the federal and state government as well as local funders, and some of those funds have dried up, which means that you have more people with great need, but fewer dollars to support those needs. So through what we call the Unity Fund, which we launched in September of last year, the San Diego Foundation has been able to distribute dollars at this point over $20,000 to organizations helping our San Diegans in need.
20,000, 20 million?
20 million, I'm sorry.
You sold yourself short there.
Thank you for correcting.
And I know that because I know that you've just announced $750,000 in new grants. So tell us about the organizations those are going to, and then we'll talk to Lisette about her organization.
Yeah, in this last round, there were 3 different organizations that are receiving funding. One is Urban League San Diego County, and their grant is to provide housing assistance, so to families that are at risk of homelessness because of evictions. They are going to provide grants directly to those landlords, and also some assistance in terms of training to help people stay in their houses. Lifeline, which we'll talk about briefly, and then another grant to support our community members with health care. Through the LGBT Center, we are providing a grant to provide testing. You know, we have folks who need help, and those resources are going to ensure that they get HIV testing.
Also important, thank you for that. So Lisette, let's talk about Lifeline Community Services. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so Lifeline, just like the San Diego Foundation, has been in San Diego County for more than 50 years. And we believe that everyone, irrespective of where they live or how much money they have, should have access to mental health. And so we provide mental health services to 25,000 people, primarily children and their families, every year.
Oh, that's excellent. So with this grant, what will this mean to Lifeline? What will you be able to do as the funds are deployed?
Yeah, absolutely. You were both mentioning that in the last year and a half, there have been significant changes at both the state and federal level, which has resulted in funding cuts to nonprofits. We are one of those organizations. Right. And some changes in state priorities for mental health funding have resulted in, essentially, that some programs that focus on suicide prevention for young people were no longer funded. And so we were facing the reality that programs that we provide that serve somewhere between 6,000 and 10,000 kids a year, we're going to have to close their doors. And through the support of the San Diego Foundation, we were able to maintain the funding and assure that we could provide those services.
Excellent. Great what you're doing. Wonderful timing for you, Lisette, and your organization. Thank you both so much for coming in, talking about it. You can find out so many ways that you can support San Diego Foundation through their website, san diegofoundation.org. And that's going to do